still breathes, but I don't react. Heartbeat steady, no sign of attack. The walls remember what I forgot. Every thought dissolves before it's caught. There's a voice that sounds like mine, repeating lines I don't...
What's going on, YouTube? Now, if you guys noticed from last week's video, there wasn't an intro. And that's because this week, guys, I'm sure you guys saw it already, I finally pulled the trigger with making a new intro. So, shout out to my friend Ninja. He likes to make AI generated songs over on one of his other channels. I'll put the link to that channel in the description or in the comments somewhere. The song is called Oblivion. And when I first listened to this song, immediately, the first thought in my head is, I gotta make this an intro. I gotta make this an intro. So, Ninja, once again, shout out to you, my friend. Because this song fits perfectly for the era that my content is now in, if that makes any sense. So, you guys see it on screen. We're not going to waste too much time with the intro. We're playing some Clash of Clans. We're playing on my Nihilister account. And I do believe, if I remember correctly, this is the very first time this account has been introduced to this channel. I mean, sure, I have shown it off while playing on another account before, or playing on stream, if you guys saw that stream. I did show you guys the account during a stream I recently did. So, other than that, I've never done a dedicated video to this account. So, we got loot that we need to go snag. We got storages to fill up. You guys can see it on screen. We're using dragons, mass dragons, and rage spells, as I've pretty much always done throughout my entire career playing Clash. I don't know if you want to call it a career at this point, but got my C4 with me all ready to go. Take another sip of that. Keep myself energized. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the first raid. Alright guys, so we found ourselves a Town Hall 7 with over 300,000 golden elixir. If you throw in the loot bonus in with the gold, that's pretty much going to be a little bit over 300,000. So, we are going to go ahead, clap this base real quick. Do they have any CC? No, they don't. Okay. So let's go ahead and funnel the base out a little bit. King, I need you to go downwards towards the other elixir collector. Please do not go up towards the dark elixir drill. Thank you. Thank you for not being a bonehead. The dragon will take care of the barracks on the top side. Throw in the rest of the dragons on this top corner. Let's see here. Put 2 rage spells right there for when the dragons approach the top compartments here. The last rage spell there. We will need to upgrade the rage spell at least another level or 2. And then the Barbarian King, obviously, we'll need to max it out before we can start doing some serious damage to these types of bases. But little by little, we're going to get there. We're going to get there. My Nihilister account is going to be a force to be reckoned with in wars, guys, if given enough time. The dragons take care of the enemy king. There's only one, I was about to say only one air defense, but I didn't see the one at the bottom corner of the base. So that's unfortunately going to be it for this raid. So we didn't really get as much loot as I would like to, but we didn't get, for as low of a town hall as we are, we didn't really get, the loot that we got wasn't really that bad either. Alrighty. So, yeah, like I said, we'll have to, we have a research potion. How many of them do we have? One. We have one research potion. So let's go ahead and throw that down real quick. That'll help the level of the barbarians get finished here. I believe they are going to level 4. So, once the barbarians get done, what we'll do is we'll throw down the rage spell again for an upgrade. And then obviously, as you guys can see, we have the army camp being upgraded as well. So that'll give us an extra dragon maybe. Let's see here. It's 5 housing space per upgrade. So maybe 5, 10, 15, 20. So yeah, once we get it up to level 4, we should be able to have an extra dragon. And then if we really need to, we have enough raid medals to donate to ourselves. But I'd rather not waste the, because see, this is where the donation system, if you want to call it that, this is where that's going to come into play. Because not only can we now donate troops using gems, but we can also donate using loot. And thanks to our armies not costing any loot anymore and the training time being gone, we're pretty much getting CC troops for free all the time. Maybe not literally, but you guys know what I mean. You guys know what I mean. I'll see you guys in the next raid. I want to say this is like the second or third search, but we found ourselves another Town Hall 7 with at least 200 to 300,000 golden elixir. We're going to get a little bit of dark elixir as well. So same song and dance as before, guys, but this time we're going to come at it from the bottom corner. So that way we can take care of an air defense early. King, I need you to take care of the enemy king and then take out the dark elixir drill and make your way to the left. Or right. I guess that kind of works too. Throw down a couple rage spells. I need the dragons to take care of the air defense right there in the middle. Thank you. And then the dragons should approach the air defense on the left side. So now most of my dragons on that left side should have free reign on the buildings on that side. Ignore the nasally voice, guys. I recently took a Sudafed pill for my allergies, so everything is just now starting to like loosen up a little bit, and it's making me stutter a little bit as well. We're going to get the majority of the loot on this base, unlike the previous base that we hit. And we're going to get the town hall as well. Okay, so Had I brought some CC troops, like a CC dragon, I probably would have 3-starred this. But again, guys, I'm not really looking to 3-star. I'm just looking to get as much loot as I possibly can. So with the loot bonus, it's not much, but it'll bring us to over 176k. And then I want to say 200 and almost 241k elixir. Dark elixir, again, not that much, but it'll bring us above 1.3k. Not too shabby. 15 minutes on the army camp. So we still have some time on that. The barbarians are done. And they're maxed out as well. So we're going to go ahead and throw the rage spell down. Work on getting that finished. That's a 12-hour upgrade. And then, if we really need to, guys, if we're really struggling on getting loot, then we could always use the raid medals to get ourselves some loot at the end of the video. I will see you guys in the next raid. Alright guys, so we found ourselves yet another Town Hall 7. Over 200,000 golden elixir. Not too great on dark elixir, but we don't really need dark elixir that badly. Because the max level for the Barbarian King at Town Hall 7, if I remember correctly, is level 10. So, we're not really in too big of a need for dark elixir at the moment. We're going to hit this base from the bottom side. We're going to use the Barbarian King to help funnel out the base to keep the dragons going down the middle. That way they stay on task here. Get to the air defenses. There we go. Air defenses go down. Town Hall is going to go down. And that should pretty much be it. If we can get the enemy king down, the Teslas, the archer towers, the cannons, as long as the dragons can take care of the majority of the defenses, that air defense on the top side is not going to be, it's not going to be an issue at all. Because the the Barbarian King, as long as he can stay alive, should be able to take care of the air defense, no problem. But, never mind. We got all of the loot, in which I just said I don't really care about not 3-starring at the moment, because, again, I am just mainly hitting these bases for the loot. But we 3-starred anyway. So with the loot bonus, that's going to bring us above 270,000 golden elixir. A little bit over 500 dark elixir. Not too bad. And we're going to get ourselves a nice star bonus to go along with it. So we're going to go ahead and collect that right off rip. We have a chest to claim as well from the season pass. And it stays a common. 290,000 elixir. Okay, I will take that. I will take that. So, just like that, guys, we've pretty much halfway filled up our gold storage. And then our elixir storage. It's not quite at half yet, but it's pretty close. Dark elixir storage is pretty much almost full. So, with that being said, guys, oh, by the way, since we're now at Town Hall 7, we can now push in the leagues. We can now do a little bit of trophy pushing in the leagues. So, eventually we will be, pushing leagues on this account. For right now, I want to focus on maxing out Town Hall 7, going to Town Hall 8, doing the same thing there, maxing out Town Hall 8, going to Town Hall 9. I want to push my account to at least, at the bare minimum, Town Hall 10 or Town Hall 11. Before we start doing ranked battles. So that way, I can use stronger level dragons, if need be, and I'll be able to start using miners. And you guys know, before I started, I mean, for those guys that have been following me here on YouTube, you guys don't really know. But my followers on Twitch do. But before I started using Electro Dragons, guys, because, I mean, my first ever Clash video, I was using Electro Dragons. But Electro Dragons wasn't the very first army that I was, using a crap ton of. My very first army that I liked using a lot was miners. So, once we get to Town Hall 10 and Town Hall 11 with this account, it's going to feel like old times. Especially with my Consano account as well, because my Consano account is a Town Hall 9. So, I'm going to be using miners for my Nihilister account and my Consano account pretty soon. That's going to feel like old times. That is going to feel like old times. Before my Twitch channel, before my YouTube channel. Now, for those of you guys, I don't want to go too deep in this. Well, I wouldn't say rant, but I don't want to go too deep into this story because I do like to try to make my Clash videos somewhat short. But before I started doing YouTube and Twitch, I'm sure some of you guys that have been following me ever since the beginning already know. But for those of you guys that are new, I was doing most of my content over on Facebook. For my family and friends. I was posting my videos there. And I was posting videos to my Facebook for about 7 years. I started in summer of 2016. So I guess in a way, 2021 wasn't exactly the start of my content creator career. It was more or less 2016, if that makes any sense. It was around 2016. That was the actual start. Like the very, 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 very beginning of it all. And I didn't decide to do YouTube and Twitch until summer 2021. So, I guess in a way, before I started doing YouTube and Twitch, I kind of had a little bit of experience. But I didn't know all the things back then that I know now. So, it doesn't really matter. I guess this kind of goes to prove it doesn't really matter when you start. If you're looking to become a content creator, whether it's on Twitch, YouTube, if you're looking to, start posting videos to your friends and family on Facebook, Instagram, it doesn't really matter where you start. It's just, you just got to start out small. You just got to start out small and work your way up. Don't be afraid to start out small. Because I did. Now, there was a clip that I was going to upload. There was a clip up. See what I mean? the Sudafed pill is kind of loosening everything up. So it's causing me to like stutter and my voice getting, cracking every now and then. Everything's starting to loosen up. There was a clip I was going to post to either YouTube Shorts or my TikTok. It's most likely going to go on my TikTok. But I go on this little rant about that. But to put things simply, don't be afraid to start out small. Don't be afraid to start out small, and don't be afraid to like just work with what you got for now. Over time, as you learn and learn and learn and learn more and more and more, that's when you want to start investing in better equipment. You want to start out cheap. You want to start out with cheap equipment. Because doing YouTube and Twitch, becoming a content creator, it's not something that, your channels are going to blow up overnight. That's just not going to happen. Like, let's be real. It's just not something that happens to everybody. So, while you're learning as much as you can and all of that, you want to be slowly building up. You want to be slowly building up, learning as much as you can, and then as soon as you've pretty much learned all that you can pretty much learn, that's when you want to be investing in bigger, better equipment. I think I still have it around here somewhere. The old mic that I used to use. I still use the on webcam. Like, I can't really... Hang on. I'll have to do a zoom in on the face cam. But this on webcam right here that I have right here, I've had since the very beginning of my channel, guys. Ever since the very beginning. When I first started investing into mics and webcams, this on webcam was my very first webcam that I bought. And then I still have it around here somewhere. I'll have to find it, and I'll show you in the next clip. But the HyperX SoloCast, it served its purpose for what it was and how the quality that it was. But as you guys can see, we've upgraded since then. But yeah, you just want to start out small, man. You just want to start out small, work your way up, little by little. And that is all I have to say about that. I will see you guys in the next raid. Alright guys, so we found ourselves another Town Hall 7, but this time it has over 400,000 golden elixir. 480,000 golden elixir actually, so that's pretty close to 500,000. So, no CC either. What we're going to do here is we're going to throw down the Barbarian King on the Builder Hut. We're going to throw one dragon down over there on that one. The air defense kind of scares me on that side, because I don't know if we can let that dragon be the one to see. I was going to say we can let that dragon be the one to see if the air defense is going to be a punk to our little funneling here. And it's going to. Alright, so throw down the rage spells. We got the majority of the gold. We're definitely not going to get to the elixir, but we at least got to the gold. Like I said, we will need to work on upgrading the Barbarian King as much as we possibly can. Max him out as soon as possible. Now, while the raid is finishing up, like I said, I still had it somewhere. It was in a box over here next to my bed. But who remembers this mic? if you guys remember, if you guys can remember this mic, then that's how I know you guys have been watching me for a while. But yeah, who remembers this mic? The HyperX Solocast that I used to use all the time. If you guys can remember, for those of you guys that can remember that mic, that's how I know you guys have been watching me for a while. You guys are OGs. I mean, the webcam that we're using right now, it's not always the best. It does work. It does serve its purpose most of the time when it's actually like working and not messing up and glitching out like it does every now and then. But most of the time, it's pretty solid. The wide lens on it and the what's it called? I forget what setting it's called, but the low light adaptability. That's it. It just came to me right as I said it. The low light adaptability of the Brio. So yeah, like I said, we've made some upgrades since then. But nonetheless, like I said in the previous clip, just start out small, work your way up from there. Because you're not going to blow up overnight. It just doesn't happen to everybody. So, with that being said, we got 4 hours until the rage spell is done. The army camp is done. Okay. One more level. Do we still have the... I was about to say, do we have a builder potion going on right now? Do we even have one? No. Okay. So, here's what I'm going to do. Since the army camp is a 2-hour upgrade, I'm going to go ahead, put that down one more time. Only 100,000 elixir, not too bad. And then we're going to get to 2,500 dark elixir out of the season pass. Excuse me. I am burping some C4. We're going to get 2,500 dark elixir, which we can't claim at the moment until we upgrade the dark elixir storage. But, like I said, given enough time, my Nihilister account is going to be a force to be reckoned with. Once we get it up to Town Hall 10, Town Hall 11, 12, this account's going to be a massive force. I'm Babe Ruthing it, and I'm calling my shot. I will see you guys in the next raid. I don't know if this will be my last one for the video. I'll just do my next raid and sort of just play it from there, I guess. I'll see you guys in the next raid. First, search. We found ourselves, what is this, Town Hall 6 with 200,000 golden elixir. Yeah, it's not too great on loot, but like I said, when you're a low enough Town Hall level, Town Hall 5, 6, 7, 200,000 golden elixir is going to feel like $1 million. So, let's go ahead and throw down the Barbarian King on the laboratory there. And since we have an upgrading air defense, we don't have to worry about this top side. We're going to go ahead and snag some corner buildings as well. If there are any. There were one. There was one. Activate the king's ability nice and early to continue to funnel the base out. Throw down our rage spells. The dragons are going to approach the core, take out the town hall. And then now it's just all about getting to the air defense at the bottom side, at the bottom corner. And that is going to be a 3-star, ladies and gentlemen. So with the loot bonus, again, it's not really that much of a loot bonus. Like I said, I'll have to work my way up through the skeleton leagues and the barbarian leagues, archer. I'll have to work my way through the lower leagues once we get to that point to where we can. I mean, obviously we can right now if we want to. But I'd rather wait until this account is at least Town Hall 8, Town Hall 9, 10. Somewhere around there. We're going to get a nice 160,000 Golden Elixir star bonus out of it as well. So we're going to go ahead and claim that right away. Alright, our gold storage is almost full. And honestly, the only thing that we can really do with our elixir at the moment, yeah, we can't upgrade the we can't upgrade the barracks because it's at max level. The only thing we can really do with the elixir right now, I would say, is probably the gold mines. Gold mines, let's see here. We don't have the dark spell factory yet. So yeah, just the gold mines and gold storages. Other than the army camp, the new army camp. Other than that, it's just gold mines and gold storages. I will double check that just to be sure. Oh yeah, the dark elixir drill, dark elixir storage. Yeah. Dark barracks. That's pretty much it for the elixir upgrades. The majority of the upgrades for Town Hall 7 seems to be gold. And since our gold storage is pretty much full until we upgrade them, I think that's most likely gonna do it. I mean, I'll go out for one more raid, but just so I can get the elixir storage a little bit more full. But after that, that's pretty much going to be it once I've done the rest of my upgrades. We have an hour and 54 minutes to wait for the army camp to get done upgrading to level 4. I'm not going to use my book of building on it. I'd rather save that for an even bigger upgrade. So, with that being said, I think what I'll do is choose a gold upgrade and then probably, for my last builder, probably throw it down on the Barbarian King. Of course, this is subject to change, so I guess I'll go ahead and go out for one more raid and play it from there. I'll see you guys in the final raid. Alright guys, so we found ourselves another Town Hall. It's just been Town Hall 7s the majority of the time. I mean, I guess that's what you can pretty much expect when you're also a Town Hall 7 using dragons. So, this base has over 380,000 golden elixir, 878 dark elixir. Again, we're going to be wasting so much dark elixir, but once we get the dark elixir storage upgraded, we won't have to worry about that as much. And we're also going to be upgrading the Barbarian King with our dark elixir, so it's just meh at this point. We're going to come at this base from the right side here, because it's just one of those bases where you can just attack from one side and just completely sweep it from one side to another. We're going to throw down the Barbarian King on the top left side. It probably would have been better to put him down here on the bottom right, because we can take out an air defense. Yeah, that probably would have been the smarter choice. Let's throw down 2 dragons on the air defense down there, then I guess activate the king's ability nice and early. And I'm just going to hope that those 2 dragons, nope, they're not going to, because they're going to get wrecked. I was going to say, hopefully those 2 dragons can join in with the rest of the army, but I don't think that's going to happen because of that air defense. Never mind. Never mind. They did exactly that. Remind me to shut my mouth. I was about to say, it didn't look like that they were going to because of the air defenses, but everything worked out okay. Everything worked out. Everything worked out okay. We still have at least 4 dragons left alive. 3 now because of a seeking air mine. But it doesn't matter anyway. We got all the loot that we came here for. Gold storage is filled up. The elixir storage is kind of... It's not really there yet. In fact, actually, we have more elixir than gold at the moment, because I think I did upgrade. That's what I thought. Yeah. I did upgrade both elixir storages. That's why. That explains it. So now, what we're going to have to do... Obviously, I'm going to choose the capital gold for that. The rage spell is done. We can upgrade the rage spell again to level 4. Are you serious? That's gonna take a day. 1,000,000 elixir. I mean, obviously it's going to be worth it. Obviously it's going to be worth it. But I would much rather wait on the elixir until I can get enough of my elixir storage full enough before I do that. So, to put things simply, I'm going to wait. I'm going to hold off on the rage spell upgrade until I fill up my elixir storage, which I'll be doing off camera. 22 minutes. I don't know if I can fill up the elixir storage within 22 minutes. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to. 22 minutes to do that? Can I get a research potion with my... Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Okay. So, what I think I'm going to do. How many raid medals can I hold? 5,000. Okay. That's what I thought. I was going to guess 5,000. So, like I said, I'm thinking out loud here. What I'm going to do is, like I mentioned in the previous clip, I'm going to put a builder on a gold upgrade here. Let's see, what would be the most beneficial gold upgrade here? Probably the air defenses. Because when you're a Town Hall 6 and or Town Hall 7, you're pretty much going to get wrecked by dragons most of the time. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and put one of our air defenses down for an upgrade. Are all of my air defenses level 5? Okay, we still have this one. That's like level 1. That one needs to be caught up. 2-hour upgrade, 90,000. I'd much rather... Okay, yeah. Level 5 is max for Town Hall 8. So, I will need to upgrade this one here at the bottom. So, 90,000 gold, 2-hour upgrade. It's not really that big of an upgrade. But, again, when you're at a low enough Town Hall, like Town Hall 5, 6, 7... the majority of your upgrades are going to be like this. So, 2-hour upgrade, 90,000 gold, 3, 2, 1, bam. And then let's go ahead and put down the Barbarian King for an upgrade. 4-hour upgrade, 5,500 Dark Elixir. And 3, 2, 1, bam. Barbarian King's going to level 3. Now, like I said in the previous video, one of my previous videos, I told you guys that I'm ahead of schedule. I also mentioned it in my stream. I am so far ahead of schedule, guys. I'm recording this 2 weeks, well, not 2 weeks, but I'm recording this a week prior. I'm recording this video right here that you guys are watching. I recorded this the week prior. It is currently Tuesday, like Tuesday night at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock on Tuesday night, the week before. That's how far ahead of schedule I am, guys. So, the week that I'm recording this, at this very moment, this week, you guys will be getting episode 10 of my Madden 26 franchise. And then this video here, the one that you guys are watching right now, you guys will be getting the week after. So, that's how far ahead of schedule I am, guys. Not only am I going to be recording a video for... This is so confusing because of the time, but at this very moment that you guys are watching this video, not only did I record a video for this week, but tonight, as I'm recording this tonight, at this very moment, I'm going to at least try to record a video for the week after as well. I want to try to get my video schedule so far ahead that I don't have to worry about it for like months. If that makes any sense. I want to try to get my schedule so far ahead I don't have to worry about it for a while. Especially since that I've recently restocked the fridge with energy drinks. So, with that being said, guys, I don't want to drag the outro on. I don't want to drag out the intro. Pfft, what am I saying? I cannot talk tonight. I don't want to drag out the outro any longer tonight, guys. With that being said, if you guys like my content, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new. It helps us out with the algorithm, even though I've called out the algorithm for its biased ways countless times. It still helps us out with the algorithm. It still helps us out. It still helps us smaller creators out with reaching out to more and more and more of you guys so we can grow our channels and just pretty much basically what it does is the more traffic and audience, the more engagement we get, the more that YouTube is going to want to push our videos. See how that works? The more of you guys that we can reach out to, the more of you guys, like, comment, subscribe, the more you guys engage and interact with us smaller creators' content, the more that we get pushed. So, if that makes any sense to you guys. So, like I said, if you like my content, drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and if you want to see more content from me in the future, because, hey, I'll be here. I'll be here. Not like I have anything else better to do. I do have a life outside of gaming and making videos and whatnot, but other than that, I'll be here. I'll be here. Drop a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit the bell to enable notifications, so that way you guys are notified whenever I go live and whenever I post a new video. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay blessed. And I will see you guys next time. What do you guys think of the new intro, by the way? If you like it, let me know. Let me know in the comments if you guys like my new intro, because I plan on making this my intro from this point forward. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay blessed. And I will see you guys next time. I'm James Tate. We out.